Hello and welcome. We're going to have a lovely focus and flow this morning. So it is pouring down with rain. If you hear that ambient sound in the background, just don't mind it. It's fine. Also, I'm using a microphone for the first time and it's just, I feel like that little furry bit just looks really extra, so I'm so sorry. I don't have a hairy nipple, it's just the setup that's going on right now, so sorry about that. We are going to start at the back of our mats today. We're just going to be on our knees. If you have knee problems, you can just go off to one side in like a little mermaid sit. If not, we're going to be up on our knees and we're just going to take a nice big breath in, taking our arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, just intertwine those fingers at the top. Beautiful. From here, we're just going to take a little stretch over to the right, feeling free to close over those eyes. We're moving through center now and over to the other side. Really nice. Let's go both ways each time. Both ways each time. Both ways one more time. God, it hasn't even been 30 seconds and I'm already starting to fumble the words. Moving back through center. This time we're just going to extend those arms all the way around. Just start to take some big shoulder rolls here. Feeling those shoulder blades wrap down at the spine. Thinking about your shoulders staying long away from your neck as you roll your shoulders back. We'll just take 3 more like this. Taking your last one, hold that nice long spine. Just drop your right ear to right shoulder. And let your chin trace your chest to the other side now. Just moving through these 2 half circles, slowly starting to move the body today. And then when you're ready, you can complete the full circle, going all the way around. Reversing when you're ready. And then we're going to meet back through the center. Now from here, we're just going to walk those hands out into a 4-point kneel, just making sure our hands are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips. And then from here, we're going to go through some cat-cows. So drop that belly to the mat, eyes go up to the sky. Curving through the spine, look towards your navel. We're just going to move through these 2 shapes in our own time, taking as slow as you need. No need to rush. We're just going to take 2 more in each shape. Just starting to notice any tension you might be holding in the body. Noticing this without judgment. Just take a little inventory for how you feel at the start of class, so we can reflect back on that as we finish the class today. Let's meet back in a neutral spine. From here, we're going to take our left hand, send it up to the sky, look towards those fingertips. Just start to circle through that wrist here. Feeling like we're pushing up and out of that right hand. Reversing the circle now. And then when you're ready, you're going to thread this hand all the way through. So our left shoulder is going to touch down on the mat. Rest into this stretch. If you want a little bit more of a stretch here, we're going to send that right arm nice and long towards the top of our mat, opening our chest up even more. We're going to take a nice deep breath into the belly here, breathing in. And exhale through the mouth. From here, we're going to bring that right hand back in. Send that left arm back up to the sky one last time. And then we're placing it back down on the mat. Let's go other side now. So right hand lifts up. And we start to circle through that wrist. We're really trying to open our chest up here. And then we're going to reverse when you're ready. We're going to thread this hand all the way through. Right shoulder comes down onto the mat now. And send that left arm nice and long. Return to that belly breath, taking a nice deep breath in. Fill your belly up. And push it all out through the mouth. From here, we're going to send that left hand back in. Right arm goes up one final time. And then we're placing it back down on the mat. Now from here, we're going to tuck our toes, pike our hips up into a downward facing dog. And then from here, we're just going to think about our heels really pressing into the mat, sending our chest towards our thighs. Once we've settled into this stretch, let's start to pedal these heels. We're moving over to the left. And then we change to the right. We're going to take it a little bit slower today. Really hold each position here. Before moving on to the next, we're really feeling that stretch down the back of the leg. We're not just rushing through it. We're just going to take 4 more like this. In 3, both heels can meet the mat. In 2. Last 1. And both heels come down. Now from here, we're going to roll forward into a high plank. Rolling through the spine, meet in this high plank. And then we pike our hips all the way back up. Repeat this, going all the way down. And then pike back up. We're going to take 4 more just like this, moving all the way forward. And piking all the way back up. My necklace is trying to suffocate me. We're coming all the way forward. And all the way back up. Let's take 2 more just like this. And then on your next one, I'm going to get you to hold that plank at the bottom, holding all the way forward here. Now from here, we're going to take a little toe tap out to the right, trying to tap the outside of our mat. And then from here, our knee is going to come in to try and meet our left elbow. So almost trying to draw a diagonal with our right toe. We're going out to the side and then drawing it in. Out and in. We're taking 6 here. In 5, we're going to hold that knee in. Really nice, guys. Let's just go for 4. In 3, we hold it in. Think about pushing up and away from these hands on the mat. Last one, you're going to start to take some mountain climbers. You go through center, left knee crosses. Center, now right. Center, left, center, and right. Good. We're going to take 4 more. In 3, we're going to reset for the second side. In 2, last 1, coming up to that downward facing dog. Taking a little stretch. Ouch. And then we're going to come all the way forward and go other side. So sorry. Out. Now your left knee is trying to touch right elbow. We go out and in. Out and in. We have 4. 3. This is just the warm-up. Good Lord. Last 1. You hold it in. Take those mountain climbers. Center, cross. Center, cross. We have 6. In 5, we're all going to hold that plank. In 3, 2, last 1. Hold that plank. We're holding for 10. In 9, you can come back up to that down dog. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. This necklace is absolutely killing me, but also fashion shows no pain. I will not be taking it off. Okay, from here we're going to rise up to our tippy toes. Tippy toe walk all the way up to our hands. Just take a little forward fold here, holding on to each opposite elbow, just letting your head, neck, shoulders fall heavy. Just letting yourself take a little hang. If you need to stretch out your wrist, just do so now, taking little stretches or rollouts here. And then from here, just slightly bend through the knees, roll all the way up through the spine, taking a big shoulder roll at the top. I just tried to stop the video to take this darn necklace off, and I cannot seem to work out. It must be like, I think there's something going on with that, so we'll just leave it. Okay, so from here, all we're going to do is take a nice big squat. So our feet are going to be just a little bit wider than our hips. We're going to come all the way down into a nice squat, almost like you're sitting down on a chair behind you. And then from here, as we come up, we're pressing our palms away behind us. Beautiful. So we're coming all the way down here. And then we're lifting all the way up. Now, as you do this, I want you to think about your arms moving through honey. I know it's all about the legs in a squat, but you want your arms to still play an active role. So instead of just lifting and lowering with no intention, I really want you to think about everything having that little bit of time under tension, almost like we're holding a resistance band in our hands. Really nice. We're going to take 6 more just like this. Now in 5, we're going to hold it down. Really nice, guys. We're going to try and think about our weight being in our heels, and we keep it there as we pull all the way up here. 3 more. Good. In 2. On your next one, we're coming down. We're going to lift our left heel. Our left hand comes back. We come all the way back up. Repeat right. And then everything comes all the way back up. We come down. Left, right, and stretch. Good. So we're going to take 6 more just like this. As you lift your heel, really think about keeping your bum nice and low. Don't let it lift up. If anything, we're trying to sink even deeper as we lift that heel. We're not here for long. Don't stop here. We have 4. In 3, we're holding it down at the bottom. Remember to breathe here. And as we have our arms overhead, think about our shoulders pulling long away from our ears. Think about a nice long spine. On your next one, we're holding down. We're just going to take those heels, center, heels, and center. We keep going here. Stay low. I know it burns. We're going to take 6 more. Holy hell. In 5, we hold it down, unfortunately. In 4, final 3, 2, hold it all down at the bottom. Now from here, we're going both hands, lift, stretch, and lower. Both hands, lift, stretch, and lower. So we're picking up the pace a little bit here, but we're still going to stay nice and deep in this squat. Beautiful, guys. Okay, now in 2, we're going to keep going with this motion. We're just going to add a heel lift with both heels. On your next one, we lift these heels. You come back down. You stretch back up. Down. Lift, down, and stretch. So it's a little bit of a balancing challenge here. Good. Now, as you do this, you're really thinking about keeping that nice big bend in the knees. Don't come up as you lift these heels. Whew, we have 4. In 3, you hold it down. Final 2. We're almost there, guys. Hold this next one. All we're going to do is lift and lower. Lift and lower. We have 6. In 5, you hold those heels up. In 4, 3, 2, hold it up, send these arms overhead. You're taking tiny little pulses here, down and down, down and down. Oh my God, we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, wow. Just take a little forward fold. Oh my God. Just have a little stretch here, touching your toes. Place both hands on the mat. Just keep your right hand on the mat, right knee bends, and then stretch this left arm all the way up. Moving through center now, over to the other side. Beautiful work. And then from here, we're all going to step out to a plank. And we're just going to drop our knees for a little second. Take a child's pose. Really nice. Now from here, we're going to roll forward into a plank on our knees. And then we're coming all the way back. We're coming forward into this little plank. And then we're coming back. So making sure that when we do this, we're not coming down into an upward facing dog where we're going all the way down. We want to make sure that our hips are lifted here. And then we're coming down. So our abs are going to be on Our core is engaged. We're thinking about pushing away from the mat with both your hands. And we come all the way back. All right, we're just going to take 4 more like this. Take this chill time while you've got it. 3 more. In 2, we're going to add a little push-up at the top here. On your next one, you add a push-up. So when you take a push-up in Pilates, think about your nose going towards the top of your mat. Come back up, and then you come back. Now, if you're a strong queen, you can come up to your toes for these push-ups. Couldn't be me, but if you want to do that, you go for it. I'm not really a push-up girly, but I feel like everyone should be forced to do them at least once or twice a week, you know? So here I am, doing it with you. Now, we're just going to take 5 more just like this. In 3, we're going to hold it up in this plank, and we're going to take 8 clean push-ups with no child's pose in between. So taking 2 more child's poses here. And then on your next one here, we are going to take 8 push-ups all together. We're going down and stretch, down, stretch. Good. Just 5 more. Oh, I really told you I don't like push-ups. 4. Oh my God. Ooh. 3. 2. Last 1. Oh my goodness. And we go all the way back here. Nice work. Just rest your forehead into your mat. Just take some nice deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's walk those hands over to the left, placing your right palm over left hand, taking a nice big stretch down the right side of the body. Moving through center now and over to the other side. And when you're ready, move back through center. We're going to come back up into this downward facing dog. And then from here, we're going to go all the way back down into this plank. Now from here, we're going to bend through our knees. Our bum's going to go back to our heels. And then we're going to spring forward into this plank. Good. So we're coming all the way back and all the way forward. Let's just take 6 like this to start. Now you want to think about your gaze staying at the top of your mat as you come into this plank. Think about your arms and your hands staying still, and you're just moving back and forward within that little hip and shoulder socket here. So don't move anything in your elbows or your wrists. Let's take 2 more. On your next one, we're holding forward. We're going to turn our heels so that they're over to the right, so our toes are facing the left. We're going to keep our shoulders square and our hips are going to open up like they're in a side plank. We keep going here. You go bend and stretch, bend and stretch. We're going to take 6 more, looking really good. Really think about this left shoulder staying square. In 3, we stay forward in this plank. In 2. Last 1. From here, left knee goes to left elbow. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. So it's like we're in a front plank with our shoulders and a side plank with our hips. 3 more. 2. Last 1. You're moving through center with these toes over to the other side now. We bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. We have 4. In 3, we lift this right knee. In 2. Last 1. From here, right knee lifts up and lower. Up, lower. 4 more. In 3, we move through center again. In 2. Last 1. Moving through center now, we're going to open up to a full side plank. We're going to drop our bottom knee, and we're going to come all the way up into a side kneel here. From here, we're going to put these hands behind the head, and we're going to go all the way over into an oblique crunch. We move over, and then we move through center. Now here, before you do your next one, think about tucking those hips slightly under. So you're going to be underneath like this, rather than letting everything open up, really close through those ribs. Think about the tailbone going under, pull up through the front of the tummy. All right, we're going over, back through center, over and center. Good. Now, as we do this, I want you to think about your elbows staying nice and wide. We are about to do a little twist. And when we do that, I want you to think about this top left elbow being nice and high. 3 more. 2. On your next one, we go over. We twist our chest to the mat. We come back through center, and then we lift back up. I don't want to see you collapsing in this top bit and going like this. Really keep everything wide as you go over, through center, and lift. Over, through center, and then you lift. Really nice. For these last 4, let's try and twist even deeper. Try and get the whole chest to face the mat. Back through center, and lift. Looking good. Taking 2 more just like this. On your next one, we're just going to take those twists. We twist and center. Twist and center. We're going to try and keep this top hip nice and still. We're not going to let it come in with us as we take this twist. We've got 5. In 4, you hold this crunch. In 3. Final 2. Last 1. Moving through center. We're going to place this bottom hand down on the mat. We're going to send our top arm up to the sky. We're lifting up and we're dropping it back down. Lift and drop. Good. So we're going to think about this bottom hand pushing up and away from the mat. We're going to take 6 more here. In 5, we hold it up at the top. Final 4. Oh, in 3. It's so strange when you have to film yourself doing it, because if I was teaching you in real life, I would just do 2 reps and call it a day while I watch you guys suffer. I have to suffer with you. It's absolutely horrendous. On your next one, we're holding up. We're going to bring this knee in. We're extending everything long so arms go overhead. You bring it in and out. Bringing it in and out. 6 more here. In 5, we hold the arms and legs long. In 4. Final 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now from here, arms go back up to the sky. We're going to take tiny little circles with this toe going forward and forward, almost like there was a little apple and we're drawing a circle around the apple. 4. 3. In 2, you reverse it back and back. We have 6. 5. 4. In 3, you hold it up. Last 1, you hold and pulse. And pulse. We have 6. 5. 4. 3. 2 and 1. Okay, drop down here into a little mermaid sit. Oh my God. And take a big stretch over to the side. Whew. Then from here, just sweep those hands forward, going over to the other side. Let's go 1 more time each way. All the way over. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, you're going to roll onto your backs. We're going to have our hands firmly pressed into the mat. Feet are down on the mat. Think about your shoulders rolling back and melting into the mat here. And then from here, we're going to peel up through the spine, lift up into a glute bridge. And then we drop everything back down. Really nice. We're coming all the way up. And then we're dropping all the way back down. So really think about that peel up through the spine, pressing into our heels as we lift. And then as you drop, you're going to reverse that peel as we go all the way down. All right, let's take 6 more just like this. Now when you go up, think about your knees staying nice and still. You don't want to let them open or close as you lift or lower. Almost pretend like you have a little Pilates ball in between your knees and you're trying to keep hold of that Pilates ball. We're taking 3 more like this. Good. In 2, we're holding up. Taking your last one, we're holding up. Now from here, we're going to send our right leg up to a tabletop. We lower back down. Left leg goes up. We lower back down. And then we roll down through the spine again. So we come up, right knee, left knee, and then we roll all the way back down. Really nice. So we're going to take 5 more just like this. As you lift, think about going nice and slow. We're going to try and keep our hips nice and still. We don't need to rush through this one. And then each time we lift the leg, think about the other heel really pressing into the mat to stabilize us here. Good. All right, taking our last one here, I want you to just lift this right leg up. And all we're going to do is drop down and lift back up. So we're going to keep this right knee where it is. The left leg is copying all the heat now. Really good. We're going to take 6 like this. In 5, we hold up at the top. Nice, guys. In 4. In 3. Final 2. Last one. You hold it up. Now from here, you're going to extend that leg up. You're going to flex your foot. Keep your hip nice and high here. We're going to drop that foot down. And then as you lift, you're going to point. So we're going to paint the wall. We flex, go down, point, lift up. Now, as you're doing this, this left heel is copying it all still, and we're not dropping that bum down to the ground. We're lifting it up. Really nice. We're going to take 4 more here. In 3, we hold it up at the top. Holy moly. Last 2. Taking your last one, taking little tiny pulses here. Lift and lift. We have 6. In 5, you hold it up. In 3, 2, and 1. You place that foot back down. You lift this left leg into tabletop. Right heel is taking it all now. We're coming all the way down. We're lifting all the way back up. Drop and a lift. 6 more like this. Drop and a lift. Really nice. All right, we have 3 here. In 2, we're holding it up at the top. Last one. I promise you can do this. Just keep going with me. We point this foot. We flex. We come all the way down. And we lift all the way back up. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Really good. All right, let's just take 5 more like this. In 4, we hold it up for that final pulse. In 3. Final 2. Last one. You hold it up and you take these little tiny pulses. Yes, you can. Do not drop your hips. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy. Hug those knees into chest. Just take a little moment. Oh my Lord. We're going to rock and roll up into a cross-legged position. I'm going to give you a little moment if you need a drink, if you need anything at all. I don't know what I need, but I need something. And then when you're ready, we're going to reset on the other side for this little side lying situation. I'm just going to face the other way, but face you still. If you want to flip over, it's up to you. Just make sure you're using the opposite leg to what you used before. So remember, we're going to think about tucking under the pelvis. We're closing through the ribs and our arms are going behind our head. From here, we're going all the way over into this little oblique crunch. And then we're moving back through center. We're coming all the way over. And we move back through center. I'm going to be honest with you right now. There's a car parked right in front of the garage. And I'm slightly embarrassed, but we're going to keep moving on. Not me with this massive, like, obnoxious microphone as well. I can't. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so we're going to take 4 more just like this. Now in 3, we're going to add that little twist. Final 2. Last 1. You come over, you take this twist, you move back through center, and then you lift back up. Really think about this top hip staying still as you take that twist, and then you move back up. Really good. So we're only going to take 4 more like this. Tell me why they're still staring at me through their car. I want to cry. 2 more. On your next one, we're going to hold it down. We're going to twist and center. Twist and center. We're taking 5. Are you guys okay? In 4. Because I am not personally. 3. Final 2. Last 1. Moving through center, place this hand down, lift this top arm up to the sky. We're lifting up and we're dropping back down. Lifting up and drop. Beautiful. So we're just going to take 5 more like this. In 4, we're holding it up. Final 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now from here, we bring that knee in, try and touch your elbow with your knee, and then we're sending everything out nice and long. We're bringing it in, and we send it out long. We have 6 here. In 5, 4, final 3. Oh my gosh, that poor flower. 2. Last 1. You hold it out, arms go up to the sky. You take these little tiny circles forward and forward. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my gosh, reverse back and back. We have 6, 5, 4, 3. Pulse in 2, 1. Pulse it up. Oh my God. 6, 5. Yes, you can. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God. Okay, guys. My legs are cooked. We're going to lay on our backs, do a little bit of abs, and then we are done. Thank the Lord. So we're going to lay back. We're going to put our legs into a little tabletop position. We're going to have our hands just facing each other here. So our palms are going to face each other. Shoulders are going down into the mat. Now from here, we're going to think about our lower back really melting into the mat here. We're going to think about everything staying still as we tap our right toe down to the ground. Then we lift back up. Left toe taps, and then we lift back up. So we're just going to alternate these toe taps to start. We're going to take 4 more. Now, if this is already challenging enough, fair enough, you're just going to keep going like this in 2. But after these next 2, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, we're going to start extending our opposite arm to leg. So as I tap my right toe, my left arm goes back. We move through center, and then we go to the other side. So we're just going to move through these like this. Really think about this lower back. If at any point you're finding it too hard to keep that lower back, you just go back to not using any arms. We're going to take 4 more. In 3, we're going to add a little bit more of a challenge again. At any point you want to just keep going with this modification, you go for it. Always return to it if you need. On the next one, we're going to extend our leg. It hovers off the mat, and then it comes back through center. Hover and extend, back through center. We're going to keep moving through these here for 6, In 5, you're going to hold your legs into tabletop. In 4. If you can hear all the beeping and stuff, I'm sorry, I'm in an industrial area. There's a lot going on apparently on a Friday morning. 2. Last 1. Now from here, both arms, both legs, we go out long. And then we bring it back in. I only want you to go as high as you can without that lower back lifting off. You can see I'm not going that low at all because I really want to think about my core and not about how low my legs can go. All right, we're only taking 4 more here because I know this can sometimes strain the back a little bit. In 3, we're holding everything out long. In 2. Last 1. Now from here, we're going to curl up, bring your head, neck and shoulders up, reach towards your shins, and then everything goes out long. We're reaching up, and then we're lowering back down. Just 4 more like this. In 3, we hold everything up. Last 2. Last 1. Now from here, we're just going to send our palms down to face the mat. We can take our legs long, or we can keep them bent, but all we're going to do is just pulse these hands down and down. We have 8, 7. In 6, you can hug your knees to chest. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees into chest. You are all done with the hard work. Thank goodness. Wowee. From here, just rock side to side, massage that spine into the mat. Just feel free to close over those eyes. And then from here, you're just going to bring that right knee into chest. The left one can go long. Just start to take big circles with this knee. Just circling one way here. Going as wide as you can. If you feel little pinchy parts, just try and go a little bit slower over it. Just feel like you're really oiling out this hip. And then reverse when you're ready. And then from here, I'm going to get you to squeeze your knee in as close as you can to chest. Take a really big inhale through the nose. As you exhale, send that knee across the midline. Cactus through that right arm. Just let your head fall over to the right. Just let yourself have a really big twist here. Relax into this stretch. Just starting to slow down the breath. Focusing on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just taking this time to have a little moment before you go on with your day. You're going to move back through center now. Hug that knee into chest as close as you can one last time. And then you're sending it long on to the mat. We're going to bring that left knee up this time. Start with those circles going all the way around. Just really taking your time here. Just remembering that these next few minutes of stretch are just for you. Reversing the circle when you're ready. Just remembering that you took some time for yourself today to look after your body, to honor your body through this movement. You should be so proud of yourself for doing that. Squeezing your knee in a little bit closer. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth as you let your knee go over across your body. Left shoulder can cactus down onto the mat. Doesn't this feel nice? Wow. Bring your knee back through center. Giving it one last squeeze. And then from here, just bring both your knees into chest. Take a few rock and rolls up into a cross-legged position. I'm just going to face you. From here, we're just going to go back to those shoulder rolls we started with at the start of class. Just closing over the eyes if that feels nice, and just going back with these big shoulder rolls. Just start to notice how your body feels now after movement. Whether you're still feeling that same tension that you felt at the start of class, or maybe you feel a little bit more limber, a little bit more loose. Notice your mindset, what's happening up in your mind right now. Are you feeling a bit lighter, a bit more focused, a bit less stressed? One last one here. And then from here, we're just going to bring our arms up and overhead. Bring your palms through heart space. Taking a big shoulder roll all together. And you guys are all done. Have a lovely day.